So, you've seen me out here on the little TT250 and on the big Honda Africa Twin Adventure Sport. But this is easily my favorite time of year to be out here on California Highway 245. It's fall weather, 75 degrees out here, cool, comfortable, and just clear. No forest fires, which we've had in the last couple of years. It's just one of my favorite ways to come and unwind before a new week begins. And I know if you ride, you know what I'm talking about. I hope in the comments, if it's not motorcycling and you're just cruising YouTube, what are some of the ways that you unwind on a weekend, you know, that don't involve alcohol, smoking, but things that are activities that you enjoy? Because for me, this is just a great way to get out of my head, to focus on the road and focus on the beauty of the hills around here. This transitions up to about 7,000 feet, the road if you take it all the way, up to Kings Canyon National Park. But this is at about 2,500 feet, and maybe today we'll see some tarantulas out. It's mating season for tarantulas, and so it's common to see them crossing the road in October and November. And I'll try and spot them out for you if we see them. But the Africa Twin is just very, very relaxing. This is the dual clutch transmission version. And so I can shift if I want very easily. I've got paddle shifters on my left thumb down and my trigger finger up. And so I can control shifting at any time that I want to. So going into this turn, I'll go down a gear. I don't need to, but I can very easily. And then I can upshift as well. So, you know, it really lets you focus on the ride and on anticipating your turns. And if you don't want to really focus on a fast ride, you could just cruise it and not give a care in the world to shifting gears. So this bike has been awesome for me. I'm just about 35 miles away from 7,000 miles. I purchased it last August, and I've never regretted one day on it. Every time I get on it, it makes me smile. But quite honestly, I really thought, like a lot of people, that I would hold out for something with a little bit more power. This has about 101 horsepower, which, let's face it, people, really on the road or off dirt, definitely off dirt, you're never going to need it. But when you've got it, people say you kind of want more horsepower, and I understand that. But never once have I felt on the road that I've needed more horsepower. This is so well matched for roads like this. It just leans right into turns, no problem. It's got a 7-axis IMU, so the computer's really assisting on a big heavy bike. This weighs probably, with my engine guards, about 560 pounds. But it makes it feel just light and nimble. People often describe the Africa Twin like a big enduro bike, and I've got a little enduro bike, and I can attest to the fact that on these turns it just makes it so easy for you, and the power just doesn't get away from you to kind of scare you. So for the turns, I just feel, for a big adventure bike, I couldn't be happier with how it handles on these nice tight twisties. It's got a great sound on the engine as well, with the stock cam. But just such a great stretch of highway, so well maintained, lightly traveled, and so always in very, very good shape. Every now and again there'll be some gravel thrown across the road, or maybe a stone, but as long as you're like Dan the fireman, if you've seen his channel, he says he try and stay in orange stage, always alert and ready for the unexpected. And I feel like that's been excellent advice for my short riding career, to always stay in that orange stage and never let yourself get too into the ride that you're not concerned about what may be coming around the corner. It's about just after 3 in the afternoon. Sun's going down these days around 6:30. And so probably on the back side of this ride, I'm not going to come down the same way. But on the back side of the mountain, we'll get some shade. But this is just about the perfect time of day, either this or early morning, to be enjoying this road. No tarantulas so far. I took 76 Moto. My brother-in-law has an awesome channel. He's got a Harley Softail Slim, but he came out with me last Saturday to ride the Enduros, and I took him up this highway. And I haven't posted my footage yet. I'm just getting it all ready to go, but he just went nuts over how fun this road was on the little Enduro bikes. Even on a little 250, you know, you can go quite a bit faster than any car. Except, you know, sports cars, Porsches, that sort of thing, coming up these roads. So we just had a great time. So yeah, check out his channel. I'll post the link in this video for you to check out. 76 Moto. He's down taking rides on the beautiful coast of San Diego, California. So he's got some great sites for you to check out. Also takes rides up to Julian and some of the interior mountains of San Diego that are just beautiful. He's got the Cleveland National Forest there. So he and I have been enjoying practicing not only our riding, but our filming skills on YouTube. So shout out to you, my brother-in-law, 76 Moto. Check him out. What is one of your favorite rides? Leave it in the comments, let me know. You know, California is such a massive state. Literally for the first time in my life, I made my way all the way up the Big Sur coastline from Visalia. I went through the hills to Cambria, California, up Cambria, up Highway 1. Saw the elephant seals that you'll also see on my channel at a secret hidden location. That was a really fun time with the elephant seals. But in all my 50 years of life, I'd never made it up all the way Highway 1, and I just had a great time seeing the Big Sur coast. I might like to do that again this fall. But there are just so many incredible places to ride out here in the West, and let me know if you're out here in the Western states, Texas, Arizona, Colorado, Idaho, Oregon, Washington. What are some places that I should go check out one day for a ride? The Africa Twin is ready to go on tour. Are we having fun or what? Half the fun of this channel is getting to show you what I love and have you be part of it. So thanks for coming along the ride today. Really glad to have you here. I hope you're having a great weekend too. My Raiders have a bye, and then I believe they take on the Tennessee Titans next Sunday, so that should be fun. Pretty quiet up here on California Highway 245 today. I did see one GS rider before I turned the camera on, He was having a great day. At the top of the mountain here is a great hamburger joint, and they serve really good food too, called the Mountain House. And a lot of riders enjoy stopping there on the weekend and having lunch, hanging out, being social. But what a fun road, and I just feel so blessed and fortunate that it's always like this. I never really get stuck behind traffic coming up here. It's just almost like my practice mountain race road. Got some great views of the Sequoia National Forest up there ahead of me. Here we go. Riding two up on the Harleys. They were probably coming from the Mountain House, having a nice late lunch.